Good morning, and welcome to your AIDailyPress morning podcast for August 10, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. Good evening from our newsroom. This is Walter Concrete reporting. We have several significant developments to share with you tonight. Firstly, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has rejected the Gaza plan proposed by U.S. President Donald Trump, citing concerns over the demilitarization of Hamas and potential consequences for Israel's security. The rejection has sparked diplomatic tensions between Israel and the U.S., with Hamas accusing Netanyahu of obstructing the process for domestic political reasons. In another significant development, Iran has outlined a set of demands that the United States must meet before Tehran reopens the strategic Strait of Hormuz. These demands include the lifting of the U.S. naval blockade of Iranian ports, compensation for war damages, and the release of frozen Iranian assets. The situation remains complex, with tensions between the two nations remaining high. Meanwhile, in the U.S., Senator Bernie Sanders has shared his thoughts on the upcoming Democratic Senate primary in Minnesota, predicting a tight race between Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan, a progressive candidate, and Representative Angie Craig, a moderate Democrat. Sanders expressed his hope for Flanagan's victory, citing her alignment with progressive values. To the best of our knowledge, these developments have significant implications for global politics and international relations. Based on the information available, it is clear that careful diplomacy and negotiation will be required to resolve these complex issues. According to reliable sources, the international community is watching these situations closely, urging all parties to engage in constructive dialogue and work towards peaceful resolutions. Let me repeat that the rejection of the Gaza plan, Iran's demands for the U.S., and the Minnesota Senate primary are all significant stories that we will continue to follow and provide updates on. As always, we strive to bring you accurate and balanced reporting, distinguishing between verified facts and speculation. And that's the way it is. Now, for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. First, in a major development in the fight against organized crime, Daniel Kinahan, the alleged leader of the Kinahan cartel, has been extradited to Ireland from Dubai. This extradition marks a crucial milestone in the efforts to bring Kinahan to justice for his suspected involvement in international organized crime. In other news, a recent incident involving a Porter Airlines flight in Canada highlights the importance of air travel safety and parental responsibility. A child's refusal to buckle their seatbelt before takeoff led to the cancellation of the flight, affecting all passengers on board. This story underscores the need for parents to ensure their children's safety during air travel and for airlines to provide clear guidelines and support for families with young children. Lastly, the Australian government has announced a shift in its approach to multiculturalism, emphasizing intercultural understanding and community building. This change comes amid ongoing debates about the role of multiculturalism in Australian society. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has defended multiculturalism as key to Australia's social and economic success, and the government's new guidelines for multicultural grants prioritize projects that build understanding between communities and foster intercultural links. These stories represent significant developments in the areas of crime, air travel safety, and multicultural policy. We will continue to provide updates on these stories as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. First, Berkshire Hathaway's $6.5 billion stock buying spree has sent shockwaves through the market, with a mysterious $5.5 billion in unidentified purchases leaving investors and analysts intrigued. This sudden shift from being net sellers to buyers indicates a possible change in strategy under Warren Buffett's leadership. Moving on, we have Magnite, a leading digital advertising technology platform where insiders have sold stocks despite the company's strong quarterly performance. Although this might raise eyebrows, it's essential to note that these sales were part of pre-planned trading strategies, suggesting routine portfolio rebalancing rather than a reaction to specific company developments. Moreover, Magnite's stock buyback program signals management's confidence in the company's future prospects. Lastly, Iren Limited is making bold moves in the artificial intelligence infrastructure space with an ambitious expansion plan backed by a $1.4 billion contract with NVIDIA. While this positions the company for significant growth, it also comes with substantial risks such as construction delays and integration challenges. Investors are keenly watching to see if Iren Limited can successfully execute its plans and turn its investments into tangible earnings and cash flow. These stories highlight the dynamic nature of the business world, where strategic decisions and market responses can significantly impact company trajectories. As always, we advise our listeners to stay informed and conduct thorough research before making any investment decisions. Now, for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Lewis. SpaceX, a pioneer in private space exploration, has recently released its second quarter earnings report, revealing a robust $800 million in revenue. However, this success comes with a caveat. The pursuit of Elon Musk's ambitious 1 gigawatt AI compute target will require an unprecedented capital expenditure of at least $400 billion by 2028. This staggering figure has prompted analysts to question the sustainability of SpaceX's current valuation, which stands at a lofty 17 times its aggressive ending, ARR. The company is also facing intense scrutiny over its potential merger with Tesla, citing regulatory challenges and national security risks associated with combining a critical U.S. defense supplier with a company heavily dependent on Chinese manufacturing. On a separate note, Taiwan semiconductor manufacturing is playing a pivotal role in shaping the future of artificial intelligence. With its commitment to investing $100 billion in its Arizona facilities, TSMC is poised for significant growth, with Wall Street analysts expecting 30% revenue growth this year and 25% next year. This could translate into a doubling of the company's current value, making it an exciting time for investors to consider this neutral player in the AI revolution. As we navigate these complex and interconnected worlds, it's essential to maintain a cosmic perspective, acknowledging that even the most visionary endeavors are grounded in the realities of fiscal responsibility. We must balance ambition with prudence, recognizing our dual existence as beings of wonder, driven to explore and understand the universe, and as stewards of our planet, tasked with managing our resources wisely. Now, for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. We've got a trio of exciting stories to kick off your day. First, in the NFL, veteran quarterback Teddy Bridgewater has announced his retirement after 12 seasons in the league, leaving the Detroit Lions to scramble for a new backup quarterback. Meanwhile, on the golf course, Joaquin Niemann took home the win at the LIV Golf New York tournament, while Jon Rahm secured his third consecutive season title. And in baseball, Milwaukee Brewers ace Jacob Misiorowski made history by becoming the second fastest pitcher in MLB history to reach 200 strikeouts in a single season, putting him in the running for the NLC Young Award. We'll be diving deeper into these stories and more throughout the day. So, now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. First, we're looking at a positive development in Irish maternity care, where a new guideline has been issued to support expectant mothers in making informed choices about their care. This move promises to bring greater comfort, flexibility, and choice to women across the country. And we celebrate the dedication of midwives and healthcare workers who are working tirelessly to provide the best possible care. Next, we're shining a light on the challenges faced by the small Palestinian Christian village of Taybeh in the West Bank. Despite the ongoing tensions and conflicts in the region, the villagers remain resilient and determined, and their stories serve as a powerful reminder of the importance of tradition, community, and peaceful resolution. Finally, we're examining the seizure of over €400,000 worth of crystal meth and cannabis at Dublin Airport, which highlights the ongoing struggle against drug trafficking. While the success of this operation is a testament to the dedication of revenue officers and their canine companions, it also serves as a reminder that addressing the social and economic factors that contribute to addiction and exploitation is crucial in building stronger, more resilient communities. These stories remind us of the importance of empathy, understanding, and cooperation in navigating the complexities of our global community. As we move forward, let's continue to support efforts towards peace, reconciliation, and a safer, healthier future for all. Now, for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. Can we talk about the latest news in entertainment and fashion? First off, let's address the concerning situation with Perez Hilton, who was hospitalized after a disturbing livestream on TikTok. This incident has raised important questions about mental health, social media responsibility, and the need for greater support and resources for individuals struggling with these issues. On a different note, Ariana Grande is killing it in the music world, topping the Billboard charts with her latest album and breaking multiple streaming records. Her success can be attributed to her ability to connect with fans through social media and create music that resonates with her audience. It's exciting to see how her dominance will impact the future of music production and consumption. And finally, let's talk about fashion, specifically, the satin pants trend that is taking over this fall. Celebrities like Elle Fanning and Chase Wonder are rocking these stylish and versatile pants, which can be dressed up or down and paired with various tops and shoes. The best part, you don't have to break the bank to get in on this trend, with affordable and washable options available from brands like Lulu's, H&M, and Quince. Trust me, your legs will thank you when you try out these comfortable and fashionable satin pants. Whether you're running errands, heading to the office, or just lounging around, they're the perfect choice for anyone looking to elevate their fall wardrobe without sacrificing comfort. So go ahead, join the ranks of the fashionably comfortable. Your wardrobe will thank you. Now, for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Otta Nature.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, the Phoenix Species Project has been launched, aiming to provide sustained support for conservation efforts and bring species back from the brink of extinction. This initiative serves as a beacon of hope for biodiversity protection. Secondly, concerns are growing for beloved bald eagle Jackie, who is undergoing treatment for anemia of unknown origin at the Ojai Raptor Center. Her story underscores the delicate balance between wildlife and human activity, emphasizing the need for responsible conservation and community support. Lastly, we visited the Elements of Byron Resort in Australia's iconic Byron Bay, which exemplifies how luxury tourism can coexist with environmental stewardship and community engagement. As we move forward, it's essential to prioritize conservation efforts and support organizations working tirelessly to protect species and their habitats. Tune in for more in-depth coverage of these stories throughout the day. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Otta Nature for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.